Yeah, guys, welcome to episode 6 of the Slightly Lateral as First
You
podcast.
fucked that up.
Do one, you bastard.
Oh, great.
This is take 3 of the podcast as we tried twice to record last night and we failed miserably. As
the first
always,
time was your fault.
as always,
You failed because I wasn't there.
Shut up! I'm trying to do something here. As always, I am your host, Jamie. We have Matt with me.
Hey, Jimmy
And
Fucktard.
they appeared last time as guests. Now they are full-time members, Emma and Abby.
Hey!
Yay! And no one can tell us apart with that.
Apparently not.
Well, Emma, you said you couldn't tell yourselves apart.
I was about to say, you
Yeah.
listened to the podcast back and you said you couldn't tell you apart.
That's true. No, that's pretty valid. Maybe this week will be a little bit different because I'm sick as a dog, so I kind of sound like a little bit of a chain smoker.
Well,
thought you were
what I'll
more-
do is I'll
Are you
just
sure you're
put
not actually chain smoker?
one of what
that
I'll do
to be
is
decided.
I'll just put one of you as a really high-pitched voice.
Oh
Or I can
god.
make myself sound really low.
Oh Christ, Abby.
That's
Team
not-
Moisture.
Yeah, true facts.
So, like, while we start up and everything, I noticed a link on Facebook. Who follows golf or at least knows a little bit about golf and the current players?
Brian Gay.
A little?
Is that really it?
That's all I know.
Nope.
Have
Brian
any
Gay.
of you heard of an
Sport
Irish golf
ball?
player called Rory McIlroy?
Yeah.
I've heard the
No.
name.
Right, at the US Open, he was standing at there. He went to
I think I've heard
tee off.
about
I think
this.
that's the term they used. He hit the ball. It bounced on the green and landed in someone's pocket.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Seriously?
It
Oh,
landed
man.
in someone's pocket, and the guy
Pocket
just had
in
to
one.
stand there and wait for the officials to come over. And it's just like,
Oh my
have you
God.
moved? No.
Please
It's
tell
like,
me he got a hole in one.
What pocket
Please
is
tell
it
me
in?
he got a hole in
My
one.
right one. It's like-
That was been really awkward.
Please
This
tell
one's
me,
super awkward.
please tell me that
Think of-
you with a hole in one.
Basically, what you had to do is you had to put a tee down where basically the guy's foot was, and then like he handed the ball back to Rory McIlroy, and he had to drop it, and then basically wherever it landed and like stayed from there, took the shot from there. But it's just like that is
Think of
fucking
how
one hell
close-
of a shot.
Think of how close that golf ball was to his balls.
Yeah.
I guess you could say that
That's-
he handled his balls. Just saying.
Was that supposed to be a
Fucking
joke?
Hell,
No.
Matthew.
No.
No.
Actually,
Good,
it wasn't,
because
but-
jokes
Don't
are
try.
funny.
Don't try.
Oh,
You'd have to
okay.
come here.
Thanks, Emma.
Ooh, shot shooted.
That was actually
Shot
me,
shooted
not Emma.
indeed.
I still... No. No.
No,
Oh, mate, I never realised quite how out of focus that picture of pancakes down sent us was, Matt. It's incredibly out of focus.
Alright, we had
just like my life goals.
a group chat for our phones, and Dan likes to send random pictures. Just random pictures about things just random things.
They're all dick pics.
Because that is life.
Are they?
Pretty much. It's
Life is dick
pancakes.
pics. Did I tell you about the time that I got a dick pic while I was in the Vatican?
What?
Because that's a thing that happened to me.
Was it Dan?
It was not. It was someone I didn't know.
Someone I
Okay.
didn't
Now I
know?
have to tell this story because I can't just leave that where it is.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, so I got a dick pic in the
I-
Vatican. Anyway, how about that weather?
Yeah.
Oh wow, it is really out of focus.
A couple of months ago, I was in Rome on vacation. Well, I was visiting my sister.
Fucking stop
who-
over in London, sing
what
me.
is-
Fucking
I'm sorry. Okay, my layover in London was 2 hours. That's just enough time to get to one gate to the other.
That's just enough time for me to get to London.
Oh my god.
And that's in reasonable traffic.
I'm sorry. Okay, so we get to Rome. Have I told the story about the flight into Rome yet?
Not on the podcast, but you
I'll-
certainly
I'll
told
tell-
me.
It's super good. I'll tell it
Fucking
afterwards.
super long.
It is super long, but it's
Tell
good.
it.
It's a good story. Okay. So, I'm with my mother, and I'm waiting. We're sort of milling about, as people do, while they're on vacation. And through some discrepancy that I had overlooked, my Snapchat name was up on my blog for about 30 seconds. And that was just enough time for enough people to try to add me as a friend, and I was like, okay. And by the time I noticed it, I had about I want to say probably 60 pending snaps. And
One
so,
dude or multiple dudes?
oh, a ton of people.
Okay.
And that it was only up for like the name was only up on my blog for about just a few seconds. And so I'm like, okay, each of these people is going to get one chance. If it's anything that isn't cool, I'm not adding them. Because I was like, I like to be in touch with people who like what I do. And I was like,
Right.
if they're just...
People
if they're
like
just
to be
being,
touching themselves to you.
It's true, because I'm pretty. And I was like, so if they're
big head.
friendly, you know what? I'll give them one chance. I'll look at one snap from them, and if it's cool, great, you can be my friend. If not... And so the first one... so I kind of forgot about it for a little while, because we were sort of, like, in the process of, like, getting tickets and getting on a tour and everything. And so I go down, I'm like, gosh, look at all these pending snaps. So I just click on one, and I look at it for a second, I'm like, what is that? Oh my god! And as soon as it registered what it was, immediately, like, the Sonic X theme song started playing in my head, because I realized, not only is my mother standing directly next to me,
Oh god.
and could look over at any moment, I'm in the Vatican. That's also a thing that's going on right now. Okay, and I was just...
So it's pretty certain you're going to hell.
Oh, I have a VIP pass, please.
Okay, so like I actually just noticed, like I was scrolling through Tumblr and I was looking up at the little red bar at the top of my phone. It said recording 000, but it got the first part of what I was saying. I think it missed like a minute or two, but I just started recording again.
Oh my god.
No, I still have the audio for the beginning, so it's all fine.
That's
But,
okay. It was recording me, and I'm important, so we're good.
Yeah. I was
Fuck's sake, Abby.
sorry.
Way to just kill Jamie right there.
Oh my god.
It's fine though.
It's okay
fine.
for you guys, because you're not fucking editing it.
I'm sorry.
I'm the one
sorry.
who's got to throw
I'm
this shit
very
together.
sorry.
Hey,
I'm sorry
the
for
one making
her.
a freaking commercial for you guys, so.
Hey, shush, I'm in the middle of a story.
Oh.
Wow, shots fired.
Shot shooted.
Shooted. There we go.
I hate all of you.
Fun fact, I'm really not like this in real life.
No,
You were like
probably
super.
is.
You were like super adorable when I met you, but I was legit. I was kind of scared of you because I thought you were like
Really?
this really cool. Yeah, you were like this really cool person, and I'm standing there in my Lindsay costume, and I'm like, I feel inadequate. Yay!
Oh no, I'm sorry.
And I'm just gonna be standing there at New York Comic Con with a candy bra, handing it to Emma.
Yeah.
I've got visions
Okay,
of me
okay.
and you at New York, and you're just going to be like...
Get away from
Like,
me,
head
common
low.
people.
Peasants,
Christ.
be gone!
I could see you walking into a room and doing that though, Jamie.
Jamie, because it's English?
No, not just because he's English, but like I could see him like wearing like a giant cape and a crown, and just like walking, having someone like roll red carpets out for him.
Jamie for King
No,
Ryan
I-
cosplay, NTM Expo.
I
Okay, you're
can
gonna
only-
actually have to challenge Drew for that position.
I can only subscribe to that idea if, like, he's paid the person to roll out the carpet. Like, the person really hates it and they don't want to do it, but he's paid them to do it and pretend like he's the coolest shit.
So they always have like that disgusted look on their face.
There's like, oh my god.
Them again.
I don't give a fuck. If I could get hold of a cheap crown, I would genuinely pay someone $20 just to fucking roll a red carpet out in front of me just to make myself look important at NYCC.
I mean, they're kind of already like selling Halloween stuff, so you probably go to like a party store and get one.
That's true.
Yeah.
Touchdown. Okay, I need to find out. I need to get to a train station. I need to find out where Matt lives, and I need a plastic crown.
You already know where I live.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah, dude, I gotta find your address in somewhere.
I'm kind of staying with him.
You don't need my address.
That's
You just
true.
need the town.
Oh, I know where you. I know what
They're gonna
town you're
live
in.
together and touch butts.
Well, the first half of that is correct. The second half is up in the air at the moment.
Haven't decided yet.
Yeah, I'm just not happy that my
Up
room is
for
right next to
debate.
Jamie's.
They might just dick touch instead. That's okay.
Just so you know, Matt, if I get there and there is a glory hole in that wall, that's it. I'm out. I'm finding myself a motel.
I'm just telling you something. It's a little bit hard to do that since like all of like my furniture are up against the wall between you and me.
Thank God.
I
Love
found a
finds a
Yu-Gi-Oh
way.
card on the ground. It's Souls of the Forgotten.
Fun fact: there is a hole in that room, but
Oh,
it
God.
leads to the other room because of the Ethernet cable.
Oh,
So you could pull out all the cables and stick your D in.
Yeah.
But
the like
Do you really want to unplug all that?
that
D stands for
3mm
Diddy
cable.
Kong.
Thank you, Emma, because we weren't aware.
You're welcome.
Even if it is 3mm, shouldn't it like fit still?
Abby, we're gonna have a little chat.
Are we having the talk already?
I've told you that I have a little picture book for you. I got a new one. It's a pop-up book, and we're gonna learn.
You know
We're
what else
gonna
is a
learn.
pop-up?
You and I are gonna sit down and learn about this. Okay?
Progress on the
Just
helmet
down at, like,
Emma is
Paxi.
making me. It is.
You know,
Oh,
Caboose,
yeah.
I've got a book
Yeah.
that we could sit down and read sometime. I would like that.
I would like that.
Just about
Yeah,
reading
I'm
on
working
podcast.
I'm working on Matt's helmet right now. I finished the base layer and it looks phenomenal.
Dude, actually, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
I've just got visions now. If you're spending so much time on Matt's helmet, you're just going to turn up at NYCC with my helmet. It's just going to be like completely blank and just like, yeah,
There you
Jamie,
go.
let's just
here's a bottle
take
of
a moment
Tipex
real
and a
quick.
Sharpie.
Yours is already done. Yours needs to be painted.
Yours is Jamie, yours doesn't have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
In case you don't know, which you probably don't, I'm working on I'm painting a helmet for Jamie, whereas for Matt, I'm making the entire helmet. So the reason why I haven't started on yours yet, Jamie, is because I'm just going to go and paint them in one fell swoop, which means I still have to epoxy and fiberglass and fill Matt's helmet before I do that.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
that
And I
also-
haven't even
While I'm
started
sitting
on my
here
cosplay
still-
for New York Comic Con.
Still
Yeah.
dreaming
What you
about my
going? What
Carolina
you going
cosplay.
as for New York, or
I-
is that all?
I
hush
can't
hush at the
say
moment?
yet. I can't say yet.
This is the one you told me when we were like discussing mine.
Yes, it
Okay.
is. So I can't say yet, because to be honest, at this point, I don't know if I'm gonna finish it. And if I don't, I have an alternate lineup set up. But I hope I finish it because I would be very excited. If I don't finish it for New York Comic Con, I will wear it to PAX East, though.
Okay,
So
so what are you
what-
guys going to? Are you going to PAX East or Anime Boston? Because I'm trying to debate on which one to go to.
PAX East. PAX East is always better.
PAX East?
MCM
I mean,
Expo.
like- Jesus.
Yes, Jamie, she's gonna fly all the way to London.
I'm not asking
And-
them what they're going. The question was asked, "What are we going to?" So I
Oh.
was just merely saying
I
MCM
gave you
Expo.
two choices. I gave you Anime Boston or PAX East. I didn't.
Are they on the
like-
same
Look,
weekend this
some
year?
of us have got fucking
I don't think they're on the
restrictions.
same weekend. It's just that I don't want to spend an entire week in Boston because that's like a couple months before AP exams.
Yeah.
And yeah,
That shit sucks.
So
I don't think I ever looked to see what I got on my AP exams. I was like, the one I took AP US History last year, and I suck at history, like in all of its forms. So I don't think I ever
bless your
looked
soul.
to see what I got.
How well would you get on if you just wrote on the paper, "Some shit happened in the past"? The end.
You'd get a 1.
No, be like
You
some
would.
people were slaves and some people were shot. That's basically history in a nutshell.
That's literally history. You add
Yeah.
in like 1492, just throw it in there, and you're done. That's US history.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm
throw on
now
a
desperately
little
trying to
ditty
rack
about-
through my head what happened in 1492.
Columbus sailed the ocean
Ocean
blue.
Blue.
That reminds me of this one TV
Throw in
show
a little
called-
ditty about a murderer, and you're done.
that reminds me of
I'm
a
sorry,
show
we
called,
learned about history, which actually goes back further than 600 years.
Alright. there's this show
Shocking!
Wow.
called- God damn it!
Don't make me bring up the metric system again, because I will, and you will cry.
I like the
What?
metric system.
Wait, what?
There are two different kinds of countries in the world. Those who use the metric system, and those who have been to the moon.
Yeah, but other countries that have been to the moon use the metric system.
You know what? Fight me, Matt. Fight me.
I will. I'll
Back
fight you at
in,
PAX.
1969,
Oh, please.
that would have worked, Emma, but not
I'll
now.
fight you at
But
PAX like fucking Immortal HD and Uber
You
Hacks
act, you act like you could fight me. You could.
Heck
I
yeah.
could bench press
Hold on,
you.
I've just figured something out.
Huh?
You know, they go on about like Fahrenheit is basically like the range of comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 0 Fahrenheit, that's basically where it gets too cold to be comfortable, sort of thing. Yeah. Or
It's like
Yeah.
death.
starts
No,
getting
that's not
too
like
cold.
death. Shut
To
up.
me, it's like death.
Aw,
Okay,
baby.
you know what's actually
Last
death?
year it was negative
degrees
12 for a
Kelvin.
week, and we were just like, meh.
I don't
But
live in
yeah.
Boston.
So that's
So.
what 0 is, and then 100. 100 is obviously when it starts getting
That
too
is
hot.
death. That is death.
Yeah.
That's well,
100 degrees
anything
is death.
above 90
So
is death. for me.
America works on a system which is basically 0 to 100. That is fucking metric.
Real quick.
That is
0 to
metric.
100.
It's metric, but it's not the same metric.
It's a metric. Sorry.
We're the metrics.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Anything that uses a scale from 0 to 100 is fucking metric.
Well, it's actually 0 to 212.
100.
So
I think it's 100. I don't know.
No, it's 212. I think.
Oh,
Yes.
I thought it was 112. I don't know.
I think it's 212.
Okay. I missed
What-
school
what's
on Friday, so
212? What's
clearly I'm an
212?
idiot. The boiling
it's
point
okay.
of water, but I don't think
I'm trying to
that's right.
remember from
And here's why the Celsius is better. Boiling point of water, 100 degrees.
You know what, Jamie?
Hey, you know what's the
You know
Do you know what
freezing
the
of
freezing
life?
point for water is? 0 degrees.
You know,
Logic.
Jamie.
that's actually not complete zero though. 0 degrees Kelvin is absolute zero. And that's when everything freezes over. You know.
Because that's
When
what
you hit
that's
absolute,
when
you
the,
hit 0
that's when
degrees
the
Kelvin,
movement of particles
everything
stops.
is dead.
Exactly.
Yeah, because that's like that hasn't been achieved yet though. Absolute zero.
I think I found a new goal in life.
Jesus Christ!
Create a suit that will survive
So hold
0
on.
degrees
So hold.
Kelvin.
Let me get this right.
But
you,
it hasn't like
you want
0 degrees
you want
Kelvin
to find
hasn't
something.
happened.
You want to find something that's 0 degrees Kelvin. You want to find something that's incredibly cold. Have you met my ex-girlfriend?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Wow, I hope she doesn't listen to the podcast, Jamie.
She's a bitch. I don't like her. Fuck herself.
Whoa,
That was actually the last words I said to her, I believe.
fuck herself.
Yeah,
Vinegar.
I don't give a shit.
So full of piss and vinegar today.
You get that sort of vinegar when someone blames you for their depression.
Oh, baby.
Oh.
I'm
So,
sorry, Jamie.
anyway, moving on.
Oh my god, you want bad relationship stories? You come to me though.
That's not.
You're currently in a relationship, though, so...
Huh?
You're currently in a relationship, though.
I am.
So, and I've...
I'm very-
Well, it's kind of a sad story.
Oh, no,
I wasn't
oh, no.
actually... I wasn't
Oh,
actually
no.
in a relationship.
Hold on, let me get my Kleenex, but that's for a completely different reason.
Jamie, why? Okay, so
I don't
last
even
year-
want to know.
Bring in the comedy.
Okay, so last year in fencing, there was this guy I really liked, and I...
Oh, that
pretty
made
much
up sport. I know.
Damn it, Jamie.
Oh,
No,
that
but
was
I had liked him
mean.
for a while, and he broke up with his girlfriend, and
Did he stab you with
So
liquid
you
love
swooped
dart?
down that
No,
dick, right?
no, but like, he was being really friendly to me, and we were talking all the time, and he was being really kind of flirty. I was pretty much kind of like Dan, except I wasn't like flirting with him, I was just
I
kind
have
of
a
like
question.
joke flirting.
Whoa,
And you know-
talking
okay, so-
shit.
Every day I'll be talking
And
that
Fast
shit.
forward to my
I'm
birthday.
raising my
It's my
hand.
birthday. I've had an absolutely crappy day, and I'm talking to him. You know, we're joke flirting and everything. And he says something, and I honestly think that it means he likes me. But then the text after is like, "Oh, I hope you don't take that the wrong way. I don't want you to think that I like you or anything." And I just shut down. I was like, "Oh my god."
Okay, I have.
It's that
an
little
idea for
spark
you.
that gets lit and then instantly someone pours a fucking gallon of water over it.
Okay,
I
okay,
was
okay.
like,
Hang on.
"Ow."
Don't worry,
There's-
I've got
there's
what we can
something-
start this bonfire with. Oh, it's raining.
There's something. I have a plan for you, Abby. I need you to listen to me.
How much of a plan have you
Okay.
got?
I need you to go.
No one got
to
that
med
reference?
school,
Fine, fuck all
okay?
you.
I need you to go to med school right now, and I need you to start working on. I need you to become a nurse, okay? You still with
Oh
me?
my god.
Yeah, I'm still with you.
I need you to commit your life to becoming the best nurse you can possibly be.
Alright.
And I want you to do everything in your power to be the nurse that is in charge of his grandmother. Okay, you still with me? I want you
Still with
to
you.
dedicate your life to a... Hang on. I want you to
Am I
dedicate
going to have
your
to censor
life
something
to
soon?
be... Let me finish! I'm helping a friend.
Let her
I need
finish.
you to dedicate your life to the medical profession just so you can slightly annoy his grandmother so that she complains to him constantly. Nothing in this world is worse than a slightly nagging grandmother.
Are you speaking from experience right now, or?
She's in the other room.
Have you ever thought about, instead of going through all that time and money, just shitting in a paper bag and putting it on a doorstep?
That's what immature people do, Jamie.
I
We were
actually thought you were
adults.
gonna go a different way with that. I thought you were going to, like, have me kill his grandmother.
Well, that's where I was
something like
originally
that.
going to go with it, but then I was like, you don't want to devastate him. You just want to make him constantly uncomfortable.
You just want to make him hate his life every time he visits his grandparents.
No,
I've got
okay.
another idea.
But supplement
wait.
to that story, it made it worse because, we'd go fencing and he'd be like super he was like a freaking cuddle buddy with me. And
Oh, hang on, you fence with him.
Yeah.
Have you
Kill
thought
him.
about stab?
Kill him!
Abby, the answer is right in front of you. You're standing there with a sword. Kill him. Stab him right in the throat. Jugular, fast, quick, you're done. Also,
Jugular,
on top
fast,
of that, you
quick, you're
become the
done.
world champion fencer just immediately. Did you see her? She killed a man. She's the best.
Around.
I killed him
Never
through
gonna
his
tell,
mask.
never tell, never
Well,
tell.
actually, I'm shorter than him, so I could have honestly, gotten my blade up through his mask.
Yeah,
And
go
just
stealth. Kill him.
Right through that. Yeah, it could have worked. Just a lot
See,
of
Abby,
force.
this is why you have a friend like
Hold on,
me.
I just need to get my notebook out. Never date a fencer. It's not a real sport. Okay.
Never
Oh.
date someone that takes advice from Emma. Add that one.
We could go down
So
the
I'm
other
off
route
the
here.
table.
Never date
Never-
Emma.
Oh,
Date
okay.
Emma. Well, Emma doesn't need
Don't
you.
tell that. Don't tell that to my boyfriend. I have him fooled.
Just wait till he hears this.
Oh no.
Your boyfriend's actually great, though. He's super cool.
He's the best.
I'm jealous
Number
of him.
one.
Around.
I have more TV shows to
break it
recommend to
down.
him. Just so you know.
We're not singing anymore? Okay.
Nothing's ever gonna bring you down. You're the best. Around.
If you could see my face right now, you would see pure disappointment right now.
That internet,
What I
that
can, what I
internet
can
delay
see
though.
is I can see your Skype icon, which is an angry horse.
That's pretty much
So
it.
I feel like that's
Is that
a
BoJack
really
Horseman?
good.
Um,
I feel like
I'm
that's a
just
very good.
telling all the people in the audience
Indicator.
that all 5 people that listen to this,
Hey,
It's
hey,
spoon.
hey. We got 27 views on our last podcast.
I get
Damn,
all of them
son.
for us.
Yeah. They were
Well, actually,
probably-
no. I
I'm
gave the
guilty.
links to my friends, though. So.
Actually, saying that, Emma, I think it was one of your friends commented on the post that I put up.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt.
He was
Isn't-
like, I'm in stitches.
This is hilarious, and it's just like, we've done a job well.
I was like, we did it.
It's not like
The
he's in
one
the
thing
other.
we were supposed to do.
It's
we
not like
did
he's
it.
in our social Skype group.
My Birthday 3 teacher, she asked me if she could see the podcast because I was talking about it with the girl who's subscribed to me in my Birthday 3 class, and she's like, "Oh, the podcast? Can we listen to it?" I'm like,
Yeah, no.
The best
No.
part is,
Yeah,
since
just what
we
you do
sound so
is
similar,
send her
she
to
would-
episode 5 and the last 5 minutes of episode 5. That is
Yeah.
your entire conversation about dick farts.
Jamie, I want to pass the class. Come on, man.
Is it
They
human
might send you back
biology?
to
No.
health. They just might send you back to straight to health.
They might send me back to freshman. I got a 100 in freshman academy because I actually did
Ow.
freaking homework. Because I was a good student freshman year. At
I
least
got
in
100 in
freshman-
freshman academy. So can boners fart?
What is?
I
And
never went
What?
to that.
What
Matt,
did you
can
get?
you remember
100 in?
yesterday we were going on about how
Freshman
people are
academy?
getting stupid,
What
more
is that?
stupid?
It's like the freshman health class, and it's kind of like an introduction to the school, and
What the
It's-
frick?
This is the
You've
penis.
never had freshman
this is the
academy?
vagina.
I've never had that.
oh my god.
At my so the high school I went to my freshman year, I ended up transferring high schools in the middle of high school, but
As you do.
they just sort of threw us into the fray, and by that I mean on the second day of school I got thrown into a locker. But whatever.
Oh,
The school I
Hypocrisy,
went to, I went to a public high school my freshman year, and
Public
If you could-
education.
you know that stereotypical high school that they have in all the shows that isn't like a real high school.
Degrassi?
That's what, sort of, yeah. That's what my high school was like. It was
man.
all the jocks walked around in their Letterman jackets, and they shoved freshmen into lockers, and all
really
the popular
sad 'cause I
all
have
the
a Letterman.
cheerleaders walked around every day in their cheerleading uniforms, and that kind of stuff.
Wait.
And-
So you were in the most popular girls in school?
Yep, I was.
Were you
Deandra.
Deandra? freaking love that show.
No, that was me when I went to my new high school, which is a little tiny all-girls private school.
I'm the Ninja.
I'm now. That was me.
Ow.
Oh. Part-time model. Okay, I gotta stop that.
I want
Ma,
poop here.
I wish I could, but I have a Letterman
Oh my
genie,
god,
so I
Abby,
can't help
that
you.
laugh.
See,
You
now,
laugh like you're plotting something evil, but like you're a bad villain. Listen to that, right? It sounds like it doesn't sound like you're bad at what you do. It just sounds like you're just sort of like a really low tier villain. Like, I'm gonna steal
I fear for my
the
life
money
and my bank
out of
account.
this 7-Eleven. Not like I'm gonna steal all the money out of this bank. I'm gonna steal all the money out of the world. This 7-Eleven. That and the Slurpees. That's all you're gonna steal. That's what you sound
Essentially.
like.
That's essentially
So
what
like
I'd go to
$1,
7-Eleven
because
for.
like a
Money
7-Eleven
and
Slurpee
Slurpees.
is really cheap.
That's super true. I
Give me all your
almost-
money, your Slurpees, and your chewing gum.
7-Eleven, since 7-Eleven, like, what is it, July 11th is free Slurpee Day at 7-Eleven,
Wait, it
my
is?
friends and I were gonna go. It is, yes. You can go and be like, hey, it's 7-Eleven, give me a
Yeah, you
Slurpee,
get
bitch."
a free small one.
Oh, I know what I'm
Which
doing.
is silly, but whatever.
Still
And the
free.
thing is, this past year, it landed, 7-Eleven landed when my friends and I were at a con. It was at Kineticon, Abby.
Okay.
And so we're sitting in a hotel room putting cosplays on, like a bunch of freaking nerds. Actually, we weren't to that point yet. It was probably around 9 o'clock, and I was still dead to the world because I had gone to a rave the previous night, so I was just sort of like, I'm not gonna get up for another 3 days, okay? And so, like, everyone else in my room is, like, up and, like, getting into cosplay. And my friend, he's sitting there on his computer, and he goes, it's 7-Eleven. And other people are like, yeah? And he goes, it's free Slurpee Day. It's like,
But
and
actually,
I sort of,
that's true.
and my little, like, bedheaded self just kind of pops up. What did you say about Slurpees? I was so tired, but that was the one thing that sort of brought me back to the land of the living.
See, now over here, that tends to be bacon. You can be dead in your bed and you just go,
Dead in your bed.
bacon!
I
Pull
think
your way
that's a
downstairs.
universal truth.
Yeah.
I think that's a universal.
Bacon is
Okay.
proof that there is a god.
I just want
it does.
Halloween to come for $3 burritos at Chipotle.
What?
Dude, what?
Excuse. Hold up.
$3 burritos at Chipotle?
Hold up.
Well, last year, if you came in costume, you got $3. You got a $3 burrito.
What happens
I
if
think
I
I know what I'm
come in
doing for
the
Halloween.
best costume? Do I get more?
You get entered into a contest.
Because I was gonna say, I'm damn sure I can come in the best costume. Because if TMZ thinks I have the best costume in America, I'm damn sure I have the best costume at Chipotle.
You mean the competition was obviously fixed? Quote
It was not
unquote.
fixed.
It wasn't fixed.
It was not fixed, I swear to God.
Yeah,
Have I talked about that yet? Have I talked about that yet?
No, we
Because I
haven't.
feel like that's
you have it on
Okay.
here.
So,
This is your second episode. How can you not remember what we spoke about last week?
I have
We didn't really
I
speak
have,
anything
I have
except
the memory of
gently,
a
though.
goldfish.
Who are you
okay?
again?
Yeah, right? And, like, not even like a fish, like a cracker. I have the memory of a goldfish cracker.
So,
Epsilon after he removed his long-term memory unit. The short-term memory.
so like Dory.
I think I
Yeah,
turned off
that's
my
me.
short-term memory off. Why would you do that? Why did I do what? Turn off your short-term memory. You turned off my memory. You did. I did what?
Okay,
You
okay,
have that.
okay. So, a while back, I entered a contest on TMZ, that infamous news gossip trash site. I mean, I love you, thanks guys. And it was their annual comic contest. Basically, it's a cosplay contest. A couple hundred people enter. I was dumb enough to enter too. You put in a couple pictures. You say, "Hi, I'm this. This is my costume." And they put it up, and then TMZ picks the top 5 that they think were the best. And then they take those top 5 and they put them on their website as a poll and say, who did it better? And so I ended up being picked in the top 5, which was crazy in and of itself because I was never notified. I just ended up being on TMZ one day and I was like, I'm on the front page. There I am. Hi, that's me. And so, and I'm looking, and you can see the percentages of who's getting the most votes. And so I know it was the top 5 were myself, this like family photo, so it was like
Felon Randy.
mom, dad. There was like mom, dad, and a couple kids, and they were all dressed up as Batman characters. And then there was a guy dressed up as Randy Savage, a Ghostbuster cosplay, and a little kid dressed up as Pinhead from Hellraiser. And the kid was adorable. And if there's one thing the internet likes more than cats and sex, it's adorable little kids.
Cat and sex.
And so, cats and sex. It's
But
cats
actually,
and porn,
that's
Cats and
that's
sex.
kind of statistically proven.
right?
With that,
And
yeah.
so,
And if you go into the dark corners of the internet, you can find somewhere a video which involves all 3 of them.
Or Jennifer Lawrence.
oh god. Okay, okay,
Anyway,
focus.
happening.
Focus.
back to your story.
Focus. And so I'm like, whoa, I actually have a chance to win this. And it wasn't like a big prize. The prize was like $250 and like a bunch of TMZ merch. They called it a super secret prize, but you knew right away it was TMZ merch. And
Yeah, I couldn't
so
help it.
I sweep off to my corners of the internet. I go to my Facebook page and my Twitter and my blog and everything, and I go, hey,
Wonderful friends.
yeah, hey, I did this. Please vote for me because it would make me very happy to win this. And vote for me people did. And the thing is, when I first noticed it, I was losing really badly to the kid.
Outrageous kid.
Yeah, he had like 51% of the votes, and I think I had like 17. And I was in second. Yeah, and so and this was at like 11 o'clock at night. And so I raced to my people and I go, hey, vote for me. I love you a lot. Please do this. I love you. And so people went and people voted. People voted a lot. And it's like, alrighty, that's nice. And so we're watching it all night, and eventually I come up and I surpass the kid. And then eventually, basically what happens is at the end of the voting period, I win. And I'm like, it was sort of a little surreal because I found out when I was at work. Like, I just walked into work and I was like, wait, what happened? People were like, you won. And I was like, oh, really? And so I was super pumped that I won. I was like, this is fantastic. I won a national cosplay contest. I am jazzed. It was for my Moxie cosplay, by the way. Notice I never said that. And
Sexy
so
Moxie.
Sexy Moxie, that's what they called me.
Yeah,
and
just
so
like contradictory.
a little bit, yeah. And so when I got home, I checked out the page on TMZ that sort of said that I won, and people were tearing up the comments. People were pissed. They were like, this was rigged. I can't believe this slut won. People were calling me like slurs, and I was like, why are you so upset? This is so inconsequential. I don't get it. People were so mad that the little kid didn't win. They were like, this is so fucking rigged. The kid was winning when I last checked. And I'm like, the kid was winning at like midnight. A lot of stuff happens in 11, 12 hours.
That's when people
like-
start coming home.
Yeah,
Partying
people
in
were
the summer.
Yeah, people were really, really pissed. And one woman, bless her heart, Jean Tutt. Jean Tutt was probably the nastiest woman in these comments. She was
think I
so
still follow her on
mean.
Twitter.
Really?
I need
Okay.
to
So
check.
the reason that Abby has her Twitter is because Jean Tutt, again, bless her heart, put down her full name and an actual picture of herself on her TMZ profile. Why would you do that? Anyway, so we do what any good internet fanning people do. We Google
Basically
her.
Teenagers.
Yeah. We come up with a treasure trove. Thank God for Jean Tutt. She has like 5 Twitter accounts, 2 of which are for her cats. And like her bio on TMZ is like, I like to find the positive in everything. I like to find the silver lining, and I'm very against bullying. And I'm like, so you're bullying a teenage girl in a TMZ forum because she won a contest? Wow. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I remember people seeing the actual, like, the comments and being outraged and being like, I'm gonna write back to them. I'm super mad. And I'm like, just don't even engage
What the fuck's a
it.
kid gonna do with $250 anyway?
His parents are gonna buy groceries, okay?
Yeah, essentially.
That's it.
Mom,
Like,
I'm buying
it's
it.
it's not going anywhere with a kid.
I'm buying an Xbox. The
And
thing
in all
is, like,
fairness, let's face it, the kid probably didn't do any of the work on that himself. He probably got
Exactly.
his mum and dad to do
because
all
the
the
kid
work.
was like,
Whereas,
6.
at least for your Moxie stuff, that was all you.
That was all me. And the thing is, people are like, oh, she's such a slut. I'm like, when people stop designing female characters like that, I'll stop cosplaying female characters like that. But that's just how it works. And so...
Give it
and
time
I mean,
and sexy text will be about.
yeah. That's one of my favorite things about my tech cosplay, is it's my sexiest cosplay, and I am fully clothed, head to toe. The only thing you see is my face. And even that isn't all the
I
time.
was about to say, and even then you've
Yeah,
got a
the
helmet on a
helmet.
lot of the time.
I do. I have to take that off a lot, though, because, like, as good as it looks with the helmet on and everything, it gets stuffy.
Oh yeah, I imagine it
It
does.
gets very stuffy. Because I'm, like,
Really stuffy.
very stuffy.
'Cause you're wearing
My
a full
first time...
bodysuit, too.
Yeah, that thing gets hot and it's very uncomfortable. But I do it because I like to do it. And
Do
I
it for the
care about
vine.
Do it for the I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I do it because people like what I do and I like making people happy. I'm hoping that my next suit is gonna be a little more comfortable though, because I'd like to make people happy while I'm not dying.
Yeah.
Just maybe, just maybe.
And I was looking for bodysuits. Speaking of cosplay, I was looking for bodysuits for Carolina, and I was trying to find,
Yeah.
you know, one that wasn't knit, but like more like what it looks like in the show, so you know, like shiny-ish.
Oh my
It's just
goodness.
so fucking hard to find something like that.
I have a link for you.
Dude,
I'm gonna
The
show
sexy,
you.
Dude.
like, leopard
Yeah.
print
Send it.
skin thing.
I had to
Please.
buy stripper wear as an undersuit for this stuff because you have to buy like wet look snake skin bodysuit, black full body, like whoa kind of thing, and it's the
Yeah.
best looking thing I can find. I found
I'm just not looking forward to walking around New York Comic Con in a shirt, a waistcoat, a jacket, and a cape.
I think
Oh,
I
and
feel
wearing
wearing
a
a
helmet.
skirt.
Exactly, you're going to be nice and cool.
the thing is, New York Comic Con isn't all that hot
Right.
because it
Well,
shows up
last
in
year was.
Last year kind of was, but normally it's not like really disgustingly hot.
Maybe
Like,
because last year was
Connecticut.
just like so fucking sunny
Yeah,
for October.
that's true. You know what's really scary? Going through the New York subways in full power armor.
Oh yeah.
I got called a transformer like 8 times. I'm like, do you know what a transformer looks like? Because that's not me.
Hey, it's Optimus Prime.
And then people
I'm
kept calling
like-
you female Master Chief. I'm like,
Yeah, I get Master Chick a lot.
Hey,
Mistress
hey,
Chief?
hey lady, say Autobots roll out.
Yeah. For someone who is cosplaying someone who kills people for a living, I get a lot of parents asking me to take pictures with their kids.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of people ask like Michael to curse at their kids.
That's true. I would have Michael punch me in the face and then ask him to sign the bruise. I mean,
yes. But
So
Can
kinky.
you sign my teeth you just knocked out?
please.
I will happily
He's-
accept 1 letter per tooth.
Jeez.
I've got to admit, I was thinking about like, because the cosplay that I originally had planned for MCM, which is, with how close it is now, I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, but you could also just rewear Tuxedo Chief.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. But
Spoiler alert. Tuxedo Chief.
Way to mess it up, Matt. I don't trust you with any of my cosplay plans anymore.
Well, the
But-
thing is, he's already mentioned it, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was going to do sort of like an alternative universe version of Venom from Spider-Man. So instead of him like getting a symbiote and all that, he basically goes batshit crazy and becomes a mercenary.
Alright.
So I bought
That's cool.
an Army of 2 mask that I was going to paint up, and of course I bought all these toy plastic guns. And it was as I was buying them, I was sitting there thinking, I'm going to have to get on an underground train with a bag while wearing half a body armour, because obviously I was going to have like a bullet tactical vest. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm going to have to wear this on a train to get from one side of London to the other, and then get buses and other things. It's like, this is not going to go well.
Especially in London, where a lot of
Yeah.
this is illegal.
I had
it's not
something...
even that. We had 7th of July 2004, I think it was, or 2005. We had 4 people 3 underground stations got blown up, and a bus got blown up by terrorists.
Yeah.
Just like Army of Two characters.
No, they weren't. No, twat.
That reminded me
I
of
have
I think, yeah, Anime Boston last year. I trying to get into town for that. Of course, okay. So if you've seen pictures of my Tex cosplay, you've probably seen it with the assault rifle that goes with it. When you're up close to that, it really doesn't look real, but from far away, that's a pretty realistic looking gun. And so I was in where the convention is in Boston is pretty close to where the finish line for the Boston Marathon is.
Oh.
And that was very close to right after that had happened, which is a whole nother can of worms. But literally, I had to go in there. I had the orange cap on the tip, and then tape all the way around it that said fake all over it. And whenever somebody asked me what it was, I'd always start the sentence with 3 phrases. It's a toy, prop, fake gun. It's made of paper. And I have to say that to whoever asked, because I was like, this is terrifying. Because as soon as you got into the convention, it was sort of like the sort of atmosphere that, like, you'd know, okay, that's fake. But, like, getting in there and, like, being on the subway and everything,
It's
no.
like you don't want to be in an airport and suddenly find yourself mentioning the word bomb.
Yeah, oh my god.
Just get into the airport and it's like, do you know what my favourite computer game character is? Bomberman.
Yeah! I always, like, accidentally say the wrong things in airports.
Yep.
It's never actually caused me any trouble, but every time I'm just like, why did I just say that? Like, for whatever reason, that's always, like, the first thing that I'm like, oh, there goes my filter, it's gone, bye.
Yeah, like at a lot of college campuses, like when people, because at colleges, a lot of people play this game called HVC for Nerf, and everyone likes to call their Nerf blaster gun,
Yeah,
and you can see where that becomes an issue at a college campus.
yeah.
Yeah, just a bit.
Especially since some people like to spray paint their blasters or guns, whatever the fuck you want to call them.
Yeah.
I'm still debating whether I want to take one of my Nerfs. To
You might
New
as
York.
well, because it's blue.
Yeah,
Bright
but
blue thing.
the thing is, like, especially if I go up against you and your Nerf gun, I do not stand a fucking chance.
Jamie, let's be honest, I have 6 shots, and the only real advantage I have over you is that I can hit you further away than you can hit me.
I've hit 2 people in the eye with Nerf guns so far.
That's your fault. That's completely your fault.
I shot my dad.
You're gonna have a fucking paintball mask. You'll be fine.
It's just in.
Like,
Jamie's a fucking psychopath.
Yeah,
Wow.
Proof is evident that Jamie plans to rob an armored truck while he's here.
I do not
Jamie?
intend to rob a armored
Jamie.
truck, fuck's sake.
Jamie, do we have to get the police involved?
Let's not get the police involved.
I am the law.
Texas the law.
Taxes?
Taxes?
I said Texas.
It's taxes, you idiot.
That too. That too.
All I
That
can
was
think
the
of
worst
now is
throw ever of all time. Not my fault. Someone put a wall in my way.
all I can think about now is basically whenever Carolina and Washington were talking to each other, and Caboose just thought it was a game of word association. Okay, on my mark, sink, kitchen table. Or when they were going on about states, and he just went California. Just
Emma.
naming random
Emma, you
states.
know what we need to do for Kineticon next year?
What?
Since so Dean and her friends, they're doing rave, like Dean is being rave donut, and they're all being rave red versus blue characters. We need to be rave.
Be slutty caboose, please.
Yes.
Oh Christ! Have you seen my pictures from PAX East last year? My Sunday. I did concept art text. So the bottom half was the armor, and the top half was like
Yeah, with like
I was
the
in, like-
sports bra thing.
yeah, and then the star on my back.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like slutty text.
Yeah.
I was like, that was good for a while, especially because it was really hot at that PAX for no reason.
I
Yeah.
wonder what slutty sister looks like.
Sister.
Fucking mess.
Naked.
I don't know,
Hot
Ashton Tucker.
mess.
Or Doc.
It's pretty much the same thing. No.
Or
I'm
Every-
sorry, but
or
Slutty Sister
everyone
would
and
be a
everything.
fucking mess.
Yeah, true.
Guys, stop looking at my sister!
Yeah, they said
bum.
women couldn't ejaculate. Well, we showed them.
Jesus
Wait, what?
Christ. What?
At season, I think the start of season 5,
Because
because they were going about the girl was colorblind, sister's colorblind. They said women can't be colorblind, and then she said, they also said women couldn't ejaculate, but we showed them.
Christ.
Well, actually, no, she said, but guess what?
But guess what?
Bow chicka honk honk.
Hey, chicka bum bum.
And fun fact, women can actually be colorblind.
Yeah.
What? What the fuck did you say, Jamie?
Yeah, women can be colorblind. It's just not as
Yeah, it's nowhere
common
near
in
as common.
women.
Yeah. But no, a lot of people don't know that. So.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a possibility that they couldn't be
I didn't know
colorblind.
that it was actually less than women. But
Yeah, I was
it's
not aware of that.
Something with the Y chromosome, I think. Or it's like
Abby,
one of
you were
them-
supposed to tell us this. You're the one that's supposed to become a doctor. I mean, a nurse.
Fuck's sake,
Frick,
Abby.
Abby.
Hey, I'll be
Get
a
on that.
doctor.
Chop.
I'm sorry, but you know what's
Nah, that's a surgeon.
speaking of like human stuff.
sister.
I don't like the fact that Abby's about to talk about human stuff. This didn't go too well last time.
No. AP psychology. I think I am like forever scared of people.
For the first
Really?
time forever.
Well,
Stop.
I'm gonna punch you in the throat. But
Abby, just let it go.
oh my god.
Why is it that the two guys are making the Frozen?
I don't
Okay,
know what
so-
girls
I
are
don't
just
know what
like,
this
shut up.
guy's in Frozen.
I was sleeping.
I have never seen the film.
And I live next to a school.
Well,
More
this isn't
particularly
creepy.
in elementary school, and I was just trying to
Ah.
sleep, and I had my window open, and I could hear during their lunchtime, "Let It Go." It
Little
pissed me
boy
off so
singing Let It
much.
Go.
I was just trying to sleep, and I kept hearing little kids scream, "Let it go."
He was trying to sleep, and he just kept hearing little kids scream. Someone call the police.
Well,
Someone call every
they were
mother
singing "Let It
ever.
Go." That's what bothered me.
Okay. That
It
sounds
wasn't
like
the screaming. He just...
I just
Yeah,
wanted to sleep.
just-
Okay.
but
But they wouldn't
Yes,
let it
go,
go.
Abby.
Welcome. Okay, so psychology. We watched a video about a study that Zimbardo did, and for any psychology majors out there watching, you guys all probably know what this is, but pretty
Yep.
much what they did. They
Oh yeah, because
he
we're
went to-
large with people who study psychology.
definitely, but Zimbardo went to Stanford University, and he took like a group of male students, and he made half of them role play as prisoners and half of them as guards. And it was supposed to go on for like 3 or 4 weeks, but they had to cut it off at 4 or 5 days because the guards were getting extremely abusive and like mentally insane, and pretty much the prisoners were going into depression and were showing states of suicidal thoughts. And it was the scariest thing because it's like, these were like normal students, and I'm just sitting here like, I am so scared.
Very end of it is, this could happen to you. Don't get into VSDM.
Psychology.
Essentially,
Yes.
I must speak from experience.
pretty much. Psychology is like really, really messed up. Like, you
No
don't
shit.
understand how. You don't understand. Like, normal people are the most messed up people, and it's like the scariest thing. It's like, I can't go outside anymore. I'm afraid
No
of people.
shit.
We
to
were-
the point where I
one of
can't
the-
function.
Okay, here's something I can.
Oh, God.
Here's an easy way I can explain it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You can have the most normal human being, and this is something that I was in a recording studio with a friend of mine's band a few years ago, and one of the drummer, he'd been having a few drinks, and he literally, I basically turned around and said, if you think about it, the only thing that stops you stabbing someone is a little voice in your back of your head saying, that's wrong. That is literally the only reason.
Wow.
It is literally just a tiny bit of morality that stops you doing stuff like that.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
that's where the little voices in your head go away. That's called anarchy, because essentially what voices that little voices in your head are government and parental figures, and it's not a...
Speaking of people being fucked up in the head, talking about it in psychology class, that reminded me of, okay, so everyone knows, well, pretty much everyone knows, the Pavlov's dogs, that experiment where basically he'd ring the tuning fork and then give the dog the food, so that eventually once he rang he'd ring the tuning fork and the dog would start to salivate before the food was even there, because it associated the bell with food. One of the things they don't normally talk about that experiment is at the end, he cut the dog's head off and then rang the tuning fork, and the dog's head still salivated.
Oh my god.
That's
Yeah.
actually really interesting.
How cool is that?
I
But we
need to
talked about
bring
that,
this
and it was
up
like,
in my class now. Thank
right?
you.
Like, because obviously it's fucked up, but that's actually really interesting.
Wait, how long after he cut off the dog's head was it
I don't-
salivating for?
I don't know, but I
Because the
think
thing
it
is-
was,
Not long after. Probably like 2 of
But it
at
w-
most.
yeah, it was a couple minutes. It wasn't like he was like, ding.
What
But it
about
was
that,
like-
that video where that doctor cut off a dog's head and kept it alive.
Ew, really?
Yeah, it was.
That's
that was
awful.
also
It's
really
possible.
How?
You keep
They,
blood.
they,
pumping
they
through
used the same
brain.
thing as a blood transfusion. I don't remember.
Yeah,
kept
you keep
circulating
blood
and
pumping.
repumping the blood into his brain,
Reoxygenating.
and they kept it alive. It was really interesting.
Ah.
Like, super sad though. It's like, why would you do that to a
Oh,
dog?
well, we're
my
talking about
God.
decapitating animals.
This is
Chickens.
weird. How did we get to this?
Chickens can
I'm
survive,
sorry.
or chickens, as soon as you decapitate them, they can run around for up to 9
Yep.
seconds. Yeah?
Yeah. The
Cockroach-
phrase
you
running
can't-
around like a chicken with its head
Yeah,
cut off.
cockroaches are like weeks.
I was about to say, you decapitate a cockroach, and the only reason it dies is it dies of starvation.
Yep. It was funny, the other day I was in, speaking of cockroaches, the other day I was
That's gross.
down in the subway in Boston in the T, and
That's gross.
we have
You're
we have ooh, shots suited. We have cockroaches down there. I mean, like, it's not like swarming with cockroaches, but hey, it's a subway in a big city. You're gonna have cockroaches.
Right.
And so, like,
I've never
I'm
seen
walking.
a cockroach.
Really?
Well, actually, other than in a zoo.
Why would you have a cockroach in the zoo?
Because
The
some
food.
zoos have insect areas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exhibits.
I don't know. That just they seem so common to me. It would be like having like a housefly as an exhibit.
Eh.
Whatever. And so like we have a couple of them in the subway system, and so I'm walking from one train to the other, and I look down and I like see one on the stairs as I'm walking up. I'm like, all right, whatever. And I keep walking, and then someone behind me like shrieks, and she grabs onto the guy next to him, and he's like, "What's wrong?" She goes, "I saw a bug. It was a big bug. It was like a cockroach." And I'm walking in front of her, going, "Well, someone's not from around here. What's up, sweetheart?" I was like, she's walking, she's wearing these high heels that like could kill a man, and she's like walking away from it, and I'm like,
oh my god.
and I mean, I won't lie, they were
Oh my
nice shoes.
God,
She was
cockroaches.
slaying, but she was like, she was holding on to this dude for dear life, and I was like, you could honestly like, you could kill that cockroach and 8 other ones if you just stepped on it in those shoes. Relax.
Yeah.
She was freaking out, and I was like, calm down, my friend.
Yeah. But like, speaking of dead things and screaming, so
Oh god.
Oh god. That's
this is fun stories from Abby time.
Oh,
So my
God.
sister was home, and it was during the winter. We had let my dog outside, and it was dark outside. And she comes back, and there's something in her mouth. We don't know what it is.
oh god.
And
It's a
we're
A bird.
we're assuming it's a toy because we can't really see the outline of it. She has like a couple, like furry toys, whatever. We turn off the light. We open the door, and inside she drops a dead possum.
Oh my god, really?
But the thing is, we didn't know if it was dead, so it took us a minute to process what we actually saw. Because we were thinking
Possums
it was
are
one of
big,
her
though.
toys. They are freaking huge, and we're just standing there, and we didn't know what to do. And I
Hey
was
Emma,
just
do you want
Yeah?
to share like your story about your possum in your
Yep,
workshop?
I will
Yeah,
tell my
yeah.
story about my
yeah,
possum.
and so, like, my mom got a shovel, and she just kind of picked it up and threw it outside, and in the morning, she couldn't find it.
Oh god.
Possums play dead.
Sucks.
There's that. Yeah. So there's that story.
So on a related note, I have a possum story. So I have an art studio that I do all my cosplay stuff, and it's not connected to my house. It's a separate building. And so I was out in the loft of my studio working on a cosplay, and it was pretty late at night. It was probably close to midnight. And I'm out there, I've got the radio on, and I'm working and whatever. And I feel something down at my ankle. And I was like, oh, I probably just, like, I must have, like, got swept by a bolt of fabric or something. I looked down, and this adorable baby possum is sniffing at my ankle. And I'm like, hi, buddy. Hi. I'm gonna go over here now, because if there's a baby possum, there's a mama possum. And I don't know where mom... And I was like, I don't know where mama possum is. And so I'm like cornered up here because there's only one way to get up and down out of the loft. And I have like a lot of stuff around because I sort of gather materials for cosplays before I know when I'm going to use them, and they just sort of accumulate up there. Mm-hmm. And so I've got stuff sort of around. And so I jump back, and baby possum, who I later named Chunk, trundles off. I named him Chunk. And he sort of trundles off and sort of somersaults back into the abyss of fabrics and whatnot. And I'm like, I unplug, I take my respirator off my face, I unplug my radio and my lights, I grab my phone, and I haul ass, and I get out of there. And so, like, I hop back inside, I'm like, okay, I guess I'm done working there for tonight. And so, the next day, I go out, and I have a have-a-heart trap, like one of those humane traps. I'm like, okay, I left it up in the studio without setting it, because I was like, there's an entire possibility that, since this is the first time I've seen Chunk, that maybe he just sort of wandered up here, and he's not making a home for himself. And so I was like, I'll leave it here, and if he shows up again, I'll set it. And right as I'm thinking that, and I'm walking back downstairs here, dum-dum-dum, dum-dum-dum-dum, and I'm like, hey, buddy. And I look over, and Chunk is being adorable. He didn't walk, he sort of rolled. He, trundled around, and he'd trip over his feet and do little somersaults. He was the cutest frickin' possum I've ever seen in my life. I haven't seen a lot of possums, but he was really cute. And so, I'm like, you're adorable, but you have to leave. And so I got some cat food, and I put it in the trap, and I set the trap. And I left it overnight. And when I came back up the next morning, Chunk was in the trap, safe and secure, but he had reached out and pulled some $10 a yard black satin in with him and made a little nest. That's an expensive nest, okay? That is an expensive nest. And he's wrapped up in this, laying on this, leaning against the side of the cage like he's in a frickin' Dior spread. And I'm like, Chunk, why? And I'm trying to pull some of the satin out, because again, it's very nice satin. It's very expensive, and I start to pull a little bit of it out, and he is so wrapped up in it, I can't pull it out. So I'm just like, oh Chunk, oh baby boy, why do you do this to me? So I snipped off the satin, and I pick up the cage, and I'm like, come on, buddy, we're going on a little vacation. The fuck out of here. And so I pick him up, and I carry him downstairs, and I liberate him down the street. Satin and all, the jerk. I let him keep it because I feel like I'd traumatized him.
Wait, he kept it, did he, put it in his mouth and just kind of walk off with it?
He sort of rolled, so he was sort of this tiny hurricane of satin and fluff. So he sort of trundles off into the bushes, and I'm like, oh, bye, buddy. I'll miss you, Chunk. This was a really tiny possum, by the way. If I cut my hands, I could probably hold all of them. I think I have pictures of him, because he was super cute. But again,
pictures.
Baby possum, mama possum somewhere around, and I am not dealing with mama possum.
Yeah, of course,
and so,
when Chunk grows up.
Yeah, he's gonna be a dick.
Yeah.
And so
with your Saturn.
my son, he's gonna come back with a cape. He's gonna come back wearing
I
a little
am
black
Possum
dress,
Man.
like, what's up, bitch? And so, a couple days later, I'm down, with the first floor of, my studio is on the second floor of my garage. And so the first floor has, a couple spots for storage. And I'm cleaning out some of the storage spots, and I'm going through, we have, like, these really big bins of just sort of, like, seasonal stuff. And I'm going through, and there's this big box of, like, dessert plates. And I'm moving it from one place to the other, and I hear a rustle in the box. And this thing is close to my face. And I look down, and Chunk is on the other side, and he's just going, and I'm like, Chunk, what the hell? I have moved you. And he's sitting in this box of dessert plates, not too far from my face, and I'm like, and
Did he
I
have
put
the
him
Saturn?
down. No, he didn't. Well, I didn't really notice because he was in the bottom of this box.
Bastard left
And
it.
I'm assuming that it was Chunk because it looked like Chunk. It was the same size, and it was a possum, and we don't have a lot of possums where I'm from, so I was assuming it was Chunk. So I put the box back down, and I sort of walked back out, and I walked back inside, and I go to my sister. I'm like, Chunk's back, and she goes, "How is Chunk back?" And I'm like, "Magic." And the thing is, and she's like, "You're not." She was making a joke. She was like, you're not planning on keeping him, are you? And I was like, well, if you love something, let it go. And if it comes back, it's yours. So I have an unofficial pet possum named Chunk who lives in my garage and likes, has a taste for very expensive fabric.
And dinner plates.
And dinner plates. He's a high-class possum. I'm gonna come back and he's gonna sit there with, like, he's gonna have, like, diamonds on and, like, a top hat.
Caviar.
Yeah, and he's gonna be like, sit down, Emma. I'm gonna be like, what's up, Chunk? I think,
Jesus Christ.
Right, you're gonna
And
call
the
him
thing is-
Chunk one day, and he's gonna come out and go, "No, Captain Chunk."
Captain Chunk. And the thing is, though, I can't liberate him too far because I live on an island. So there's only
Right.
so far you can go
They can
before
swim,
you're in
right?
the water again. Just don't, he'll be fine.
Just
We'll
like
make it to the mainland.
Aaron in that new Rooster Teeth short or show.
What?
What?
Social disorder.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
I
god,
haven't
that
seen
was
it.
so good. I'm like,
I haven't seen it.
I need to show it to my
Yeah,
psychology class. Let me just say that, cause hey, extra credit.
Hey.
I need extra credit, especially after I got my
Extra
summer assignment.
Isn't that the sort of thing you sleep with your tutor for? Or
Yes.
Or is that just university?
Oh, both.
Well, my teacher's female and she's kind of married and has kids.
It's a
So?
cover.
Yeah.
My tutor is a gross old man, so no.
Yeah.
But it would get you the marks you need, Emma.
But the thing is, he's not in charge of my grades. He's just my tutor.
Oh, okay.
However, my teacher is young, but she's a little gross, so no.
Yeah.
Also, I'm in a committed relationship, but
Yeah, there's.
Send Trevor after them.
God.
Ask him if he wants to join in.
Hey, Trevor, help me get good grades in this class, please.
He's not. It's not cheating if he's there.
Jamie, if it's in the three-way. Weren't we talking about this yesterday, Jamie?
It's not
Like
gay
the
if it's in a
rules-
Oh
three-way.
yeah, we were
the,
talking
the
about.
rules of a three-way.
Enlighten me.
Yeah, the rules of the three-way. Basically, no eye contact.
Yeah.
Basically a male, female, male.
No
three-way.
palm touching in any kind of way.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say, if your
and-
balls touch, you have to.
No,
commit
no
seppuku.
crossing of swords.
Don't cross the streams.
And basically, we were saying about, and we basically went into the technicalities of would it be gay if, and like, what
If
was it you
it's-
said, Abby? Is that, oh, but would it still be gay if a guy was giving you head? And it's like,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is
Is
most
it
safe.
still gay if it's in a three-way with all guys?
That's
Three-way.
With a
Yeah.
honey in the middle, there's some leeway.
I think every time
Internet
you and I are on
throwback.
here,
Although we were saying that if double penetration was involved, then that's just weird because there's nothing that can turn you off more than if you're ramming a girl and then suddenly your balls are slapping against some other guy's shaft.
That was basically our deviation for that.
Or if some other guy's balls is slapping against your shaft.
Oh my god!
Or you pull a James Dean and you come in the guy's face by accident.
Basically, the only contact which should be made between two men in a
High
male,
fives.
female. Yeah, basically, that is the only contact that should ever be made between two guys in a threesome.
Still no eye contact at
No,
all.
yeah, still no eye contact. You two need to.
Oh.
But one assumes if you're going to have a threesome with another guy, that guy is going to be your best friend. So
Oh, yeah.
you're going to have that sort of mental connection where you can just both put your hands up, high five perfectly without even looking at each other.
Okay, I was
Okay,
gonna
so-
ask, like, do you look at each other in the eye line?
At
No, you don't need to.
So I was playing last night. I was playing in the band at a football game, and yeah, a little insight into what those band geeks at your school are like. Yeah, at halftime, we were chatting about the position called the Eiffel Tower, and I had never heard of it.
Two
And
guys,
so-
girl in the middle.
Yeah, and then they like it makes sense, but like I had never heard of it like
Wait,
referred
what
to as
is
that,
it?
and I was like, it's two guys, girl in the middle, spit roast, and then they just put their hands up, and it looks like the Eiffel Tower. Really weird version of the Eiffel Tower. And I was like,
And
why
has
would
lots
you
of
call it
wee-wee.
something? No, Jesus. But my question is, why would you call it something different? It's just a spit roast with a
Like
extended
just
high five.
spit roasting is your hands behind your head.
Oh,
Oh, okay. It's all about the hand positions.
Yes.
what's the one where you do patty cake over the girl?
Gay.
What's the one where you braid each other's hair?
Just sitting there, it's
Gossip
like,
girl.
Play cards on
there's
the
a girl
girl's
between
back.
you and your friend, and you're going, pat a cake, bake
Question
a
for
man.
the question for the
Answer.
two guys. Alright, so let's say one of you is banging a chick and one of you's off on the side jacking off. Is that gay?
No,
Because if it is, then what makes that any different from porn?
I was about to
Exactly.
say, it's, you know,
It's
as long as you're,
really
it depends on what you're focusing on. You know, if you're sitting there jacking off and going, that's a mighty fine shaft there, you know, then that's an issue, and then that's gay.
Okay.
However, if you're sitting there going, I wouldn't mind me a bit of that pussy, you know, then that's, you know.
Yeah, alright.
I've just realised
see
I
it.
share this podcast on Facebook. I've got my grandma on Facebook. Motherfucker.
I don't share stuff.
Hi,
That's why I
Jamie's
don't go on
grandma.
Facebook, Jamie. Or I rarely go on
Hello.
Facebook.
Well, back to
God,
just
this
sharing it on Twitter.
This reminds me of the Cards Against Humanity thing from RTX. And I think Miles' parents were in the audience.
Yeah. No, the
Yeah.
first time the icebreaker between Miles and his parents and Aaron and her parents was they were playing Cards Against Humanity.
And Miles had to explain to his parent or to his mom what tentacle porn was.
Yeah.
I feel like we should get Lena in on this one.
everybody.
Jamie.
What was that?
Nothing.
Jamie.
Jamie's just being a dick.
Jamie, what did you say?
I was a dick. I apologise.
Dude,
Yeah,
you always
better.
are though.
I am.
Yeah.
He was
That's
making
like
fun
calling
he was
me
making fun of
beautiful.
teenage girls. You know the usual spiel?
Good punch you, Jamie.
It's because no one accepted me at high school.
Oh, baby.
Get used to it.
Wow, fuck you.
That's life. But Matt gave me some very encouraging life lessons.
Well, this doesn't sound
Today.
reassuring.
I would
already.
like to hear any
Well,
life
no,
lessons
like when you were
that Matt
texting me
has.
earlier,
Oh, yeah,
it made me
yeah.
feel better. Yeah,
Okay.
because my mom has been an absolute bitch because when we were trying to film the podcast this day, I'm like, I'm doing a thing for school. Because she's only going to trust me if I say, yeah, I'm just doing a podcast with...
I'm
I
a
talk with a
50-year-old
bunch
guy.
of people that I've
I'm 50
never
years old.
met in real life. They're probably internet predators. And
That's what my mom was saying.
we talk about just whatever comes up. You know.
Look, I was
Yeah.
never convicted of being a predator, okay?
Jamie, you don't help in any
He's
way.
sneaky.
Swear to God.
Sneaky.
But,
I think you misunderstand the sneakiness.
Sneaky.
yeah, so like, my life's been up and you know,
Yeah.
hopefully...
By the way, I'd just like to point out with that, I was at work,
Oh, no.
I was at work and I was putting some games up on the shelf. I get a text. I look at my phone, and it's like, oh, by the way, Abby's mum hates us, dude. It's like,
Oh my god.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Essentially.
Wait.
She doesn't know anyone else but Jamie and Matt, because those were the only two I was talking with yesterday. Like I thought the light went on.
Have you
my
I was
thought
gonna
about actually
say-
on second thoughts? Don't show her any of my videos.
Yeah, I know.
I was gonna say, have her, like, tell her about me, because that's like. But at
You're
the same
not a
time,
girl.
I'm not a good role model.
No.
I'm
but
not
you're
a good-
girl, and you are pretty much almost the same age as me.
I'm
Like a year
close.
older. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe
So,
2 years. I'm close. Whatever.
2 years? No, because I'm 16. I'm turning 17 this year.
I'm turning 8.
Yeah.
24
You guys are trying to make Jamie
next
feel
year.
old, right?
What?
On
We
24
always make
next
Jamie
year.
feel old.
I'm 4.5. I don't know what you're talking about.
And
I'm
7.
2.
I'm 7.75. When did we stop doing that? When did we
I still
stop
say I'm like
saying-
16 and a half.
When
And
everything
I
stopped
celebrate my
being
half
fucking
birthday.
I was about to say when everything stopped being a competition, but that's life.
Yeah.
I always
I
thought as
used-
a kid that if I tried hard enough, I'd be able to get older than my sister.
Nice.
What?
That is
Like,
the best
oh my God,
child
I'm 9
logic
years
I've
old.
ever heard.
I am 9 years old. I can be older than her this year. And then it gets to her birthday and she turns like 13. I'm like, no, I have to make up that year again.
Oh no.
I
There's
was so
there's
sad. And then I realized, oh, I can never be older than my sister.
there's a little 3-day window in which my sister is technically 4 years older than me. We're 3 years and 3 days apart. So, yeah, which sucks because that means you get the combined birthdays. And my birthday is 20 days before Christmas, so literally my family would wrap up my sister's birthday, my birthday, and Christmas all in one.
You know, it'd be kind
No
of cool
fun. What?
if you were 343 days away from your sister. Then you could like message 343 Industries like every year and be like, hey.
What?
Oh my god.
Sorry.
No, Matt, no.
You tried and like gold star, good for you, but no.
Give me my effort grade.
You tried.
By the way, 23 days,
E
6
for
hours,
effort.
2 minutes, and 15 seconds until I fly out.
Jamie, I need this timer. Where are you keeping a timer
On
of
his
this?
phone.
On my on my phone.
There's also the New York Comic Con timer on their website.
Oh my god.
That is
No.
not enough time for me to build an entire new cosplay.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
just
God.
until I fly out. I
believe
fly out
you.
on the Tuesday.
But still, like, I have school and work.
New York
Yeah,
Comic
I'm a
Con.
in life.
How many
I'm a
days left?
functioning human being outside of my job, as
25
crazy
days,
as
12
that
hours,
sounds.
6 minutes, and 48 seconds left to New York Comic Con. Day
That's-
1.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Like, that's why I have such a problem trying to, like, start cosplays, because I have school and life, and I actually have to start thinking about fencing, and I have to get out, like, I have to, like, plan out what we're doing during the season. And then I got jazz band, which I really don't want to do.
I'm
But I have
super
to do-
jealous of the fact that you don't have to worry about college yet. Like,
Oh no,
applying-
I'm worried. Dude, I'm a senior, man.
Then why aren't you worrying about that?
Oh no, I am. Don't
Why
worry.
was that not on the list?
It's
That
on
is
my
my
list.
number one thing.
Why are we not funding this?
No, it's,
Seriously,
like,
why
number
aren't
one.
we? Someone please
It's
fund me
n-
to go to college.
Yeah, I know, right? But, like, it's number
We'll
one on my
twerk
list,
for
but
college
I don't
money.
want to
True,
think
true.
about it, because it's like, I want to be in college right now. I don't want to deal with senior
We'll
year,
twerk
because I
for
also have to think about
scholarship.
my AP classes and passing senior year and getting into my top choice school, and it's just like, and then
my
I have to
God.
deal with my mom, which is,
My top choice schools are
Even
so
better.
unattainable. I'm just like, why am I here? And the worst
why
part
are we
is
here,
like,
man?
why this? Why me? Why now?
I know. But
Oh
then,
my
like,
God.
I was waiting for my mom after the ACTs today, and I heard some girls talking behind me. You know, they go to my school. They were talking about the GPAs, and, you know, they're like 4.1, 4.3, and I'm sitting here like, got a 3.4.
It's alright.
I'm
baby,
a
you got
A
it.
minus student.
No. I took the ACTs too today.
I have
Oh,
no
really?
idea what all that means.
The ACTs are standardized testing
No,
to
Like
get
I
a
into
got that
college.
bit. It was the whole GPA shit, the grade point
Oh.
average shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a 4.6.
Well, shut up. I'm the one who asked you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm just
really
sitting here
sorry.
with an 88.
What?
Right.
What?
Well, at my school we do our out of 100.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So you and I are like about the same.
That's the
then.
logical way to be.
It's
But
the
like,
easiest way. It's
Metric.
I'm sitting here and I'm just like, I feel so inadequate and stupid. And it's not because I don't try, because I
Abby.
try.
Do you want me to make you feel better about yourself?
Sure, go ahead.
You know what I was saying last night about over here we have the GCSEs as like our major tests before we leave high
Bless
school?
you.
Yeah.
I left high school and my results, I can almost spell fudge twice.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I got 2 C's, 4 D's, 4 E's, 1 F, 1 G, 2 U's.
Oh my
Oh my god.
yeah, my school doesn't use E's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't
right.
use we're
What the hell
Basically-
is a U?
When
Ungraded.
Yeah.
I done
Oh.
so bad they didn't even bother marking it.
Oh my god.
I was looking
I'm
for
so
one.
sorry.
Wow.
Do you want to know the funny thing about it all?
Sure.
I got a U in ICT. I got a U in computing.
Oh.
Are you serious?
I am deadly serious.
Jeez, man. That's
In my
not okay.
defence, one of the questions they asked on the exam, which was worth I think about 60 to 70% of the paper, was something to do with taking apart the computer, which was something we never covered.
Oh.
Okay, I understand that. I think I
But
get
the
that.
other one was we were doing religious education, and the paper that I got U on was Islam.
Oh.
Oh.
I think I got an E in Christianity, possibly.
A.
E.
Hey.
But my top grade was I got a C in maths.
Nice.
And
Okay.
what else did I get a C in?
I don't know, man.
I can't remember what I got a C in now.
I was actually really tempted to drop physics and math, or physics and calculus, but I'm like, I need these if I want to get into school, because if I don't get into my job choice, then I have to apply to Cornell. The only way I'm ever going to get in is because my family entirely went there.
Yeah.
I will,
That's me with
Go
Harvard.
to Ithaca.
Dude, you keep telling me this.
I will tell you now.
I have a better
Um,
chance getting into Cornell.
It doesn't matter where you go, what you learn. At the end of the day, you're not gonna fucking get where you want to get, and
I know,
you might
man.
as well just fucking enjoy the ride. And basically, at the end of the day, it's not what you know, it's who you blow.
That's words to live by.
Words to live by. Yeah.
That's
No.
why I'm working on getting really famous now.
Yeah, also,
So I just never have to work a day in my life.
I know, that's why I'm trying YouTube.
I feel like that's a good plan.
It is.
to
Honestly,
be on.
like, dude, if this stuff like if this stuff blows up, I want to end up making like all the shirts and the graphics and all that stuff, because that's what I want to go to school for. And then I want to film stuff, because filming stuff is actually really interesting.
Jamie, you okay?
Jamie, don't laugh at me. I'm just gonna leave forever. Jamie's being mean.
It took me about 5 seconds to figure out what the fuck that was, Matt.
You should all check your phones.
My phone is dead.
Wait, what? No.
Please
Matt.
tell me this is not a repeat of the Vatican.
Basically, no. Basically, when me and Matt do
Seconds.
these gaming videos, we've got like our name burns for the multi-camera Let's Plays, and he just
Yeah.
sent me a picture, and it said "new name burn," but I couldn't figure out what it was. And when I actually looked at it, it's different different stick men in various sex positions, and it was fucking
Nice.
hilarious.
The A is the Eiffel Tower.
Hold on, I need to replay that and take a screen cap. I'm sorry.
My phone's dead. I can't do it right now.
Jamie, you're gonna have to.
to enjoy that.
Yeah, someone's gonna have to screen cap it and put it in the link.
Yeah.
Dump.
Yeah, I screen capped it, so it's all good.
Just got that
Jesus Christ,
notification.
Matt.
Oh my god. I don't know why I'm tired. I've been like in and out of consciousness for the past 3 days. I've been like super sick, so I've just sort of like I keep waking up from naps I didn't know I was taking. Like I'll be doing something, and then I'll wake up 2 hours later, and I'm just like, "What year is it?"
That kind of happens when I'm like talking to Matt, because like I'll get home from school and I'll be texting Matt and whatever, and I'll just fall asleep, and I'll wake up and it'll be like 5 o'clock, and I'm like, oh, okay.
So you text with Matt.
I got a text from Matt. I got a lot of texts from
See,
Matt.
now,
and I'm asleep.
when I get in from work, the only way I know I've gone to... Well, the only way I'm even likely to go to sleep is when I get on my bed and I get in my quilt and I fall asleep. I do not fall asleep unless I intend to fall asleep.
That's incredible.
Okay.
I can fall asleep anywhere, and I tend to. I do that.
Yeah,
a
when
lot
you
by
drive,
accident.
it's kind of advised not to just fall asleep whenever possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. When I
If
was
I'm in a car, I can only fall asleep sitting up.
Really?
really,
Yeah, that's the only way I can fall asleep inside a car.
I sprawl myself across whatever seat I'm on. I'm utilizing this whole space.
Right.
I just
Anyway,
think-
guys, we've been going for an hour and 20 minutes now, so...
Oh my god, Jesus Christ, is there even that long?
Well,
Man.
So,
Yeah, I was looking at my thing.
yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Like, favourite, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'll put a link to all of our Twitters in the description. Go follow @SlightlyLateral for more information on various releases and random crap. It's now 4 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to bed.
Eiffel Tower. See ya.
oh god. Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
See ya.